morning and welcome to Chi 1111.
Chi together.
Chi together, because we are together. Jen and I are here today to offer some information about angelic light weaving as well as do an angelic light weaving session. Many of you who are members of the Chi page know that we have a group that's called Anchors of Light. And we would periodically, for a while, we were doing twice a week sessions. And
then I got a day job.
Then Jen got a day job and messed everything up.
Messed everything all up.
And those of you that watch know that we're missing our third part, Stacy Noski. We miss you, and maybe some point we can figure out how to do this Zoom live maybe for people and get back on the Anchors of Light page.
That was a shower revelation.
A shower revelation. And we would get together and we'd do a live light weaving, and we would just send love, light, and support out to the world. Weaving for the highest and greatest good of each other, our communities, the nation, and humanity as a whole. So when Chi was looking for people to do things in this spot, Jen and I thought, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So for those of you that don't know what angelic light weaving is, Jen and I were arguing over who was going to give the formal
arguing is a strong word
explanation. It wasn't really an argument because Jen was like, no, you're doing it. So in order for me to stay focused, because I know what it means to me, I'm just going to go ahead and read from the class that Jen and I do. Are we not on?
Nope, we are.
Okay. So, angelic light weaving, what is it? Angelic light weaving is a modality which uses healing energy transmitted through the angelic realm. It is encoded with information containing symbols, colors, and shapes. These symbols, colors, and shapes are known as light language. Angelic light weaving is etheric energy field restructuring. It encompasses all that you are and is used to clear fear, perfect for right now, blockages, also perfect for right now, and dis-ease from the physical, spiritual, and emotional bodies. So this is a modality that can be used anywhere, anytime, any place. It's non-invasive, it is not hands-on. You do it for your own healing, you can do it for the healing of others and the healing of humanity, just like our Anchors of Light group does. It can be used to restore, rebalance, and align the energies of one's aura. Angelic light weaving can be used to clear physical spaces in which you work, in your home, hotels, vacation homes, etc. It can also be used to enhance vitamins or medications, clearing stones or crystals, blessing food, and sending healing energies to the earth. So, all these things are needed.
Absolutely.
Every day, but especially now in these uncertain times, because being able to clear all of those things clears the lower vibrational energies, whether it be fear or just simple negativity, and helps raise the vibration of not only you, but your food and everything around you. And what's going on right now, I believe everybody needs it.
Absolutely, yeah. And I feel like light weaving for the highest good of mankind, the planet, automatically raises the vibration of everyone and everything.
Yes, and the group that came together that we call the Rainbow Connection, part of the healing that I do every day, and I know Stacy Noski also, we were chatting, and she said that she light weaves every day too during that 2:30 to 3 o'clock slot. So, if you're doing the same and you haven't been introduced to angelic light weaving yet, maybe you'll be guided to throw it in there today when you do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, and I always include it in any distance work that I do.
Absolutely. How does it work? When healing fifth dimensional energy, the angelic light weaving language is woven into a person's physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies when they receive light weaving. The light weaving energies emanate from the light weaver's hands and fingertips, break through the barriers of language, time, and space. So just like all the other healing modalities, there is no time-space restriction. How do you know when to use it?
Always use it.
You know, the big thing is you use it when you're guided to use it. I use it in my in-person sessions all the time. I use it in my distance sessions all the time. I use it for myself. You know, when my daughter has her music jamming and we're singing and dancing in the kitchen, I find myself light weaving all the time. So it's just a tool that you can use at any time. Anytime you're guided to do it. And there is no right or wrong way to light weave.
No.
It's all about the intention behind it.
Right.
And we were doing attunements at a retreat one time, and I'll never forget it. Jen was doing the attunement on one. Share the story. It's a great one.
We were doing the attunement, and you know, during the attunement process, especially at the retreat, one person stands in front of the student, and one person stands behind them doing the attunement, and I was in front of this person, and when the attunement is finished, then I asked them to weave with me. So I started weaving, and the person was just kind of sitting there waiting, and she was like, my hands aren't moving. And I said, sometimes you just need to move your arms. Like, just get in there, allow it, just start moving your hands, and then it happens. And everyone's looks different. Mine looks different from minute to minute, situation to situation. So yeah, there's no right or wrong way to do it.
No, that's the joy of it. You know, you do it as you're guided to do it. The angelic realm, when you let them know that you're open and willing to work for them so they can work through you, they lead the way.
And I was thinking this morning that it's you know, energy work is, anybody can do energy work. Mm-hmm. The attunements for the different modalities are kind of an extra level, like an opening up, saying, okay, listen, I'm ready to do this, to do this as part of my practice now. And it just opens you up a little bit more, but it's not something that you need a class or an attunement to do. It's just, a lot of people, once we do the class, say, I've been doing that for years and had no idea what exactly it was.
Because it's been something that they were just guided to do within their work. So, which kind of leads right into my experience. When I was introduced to Reiki back in 2012, the energy practitioner that I worked with, she used it in healing sessions with me. And of course, I wanted to learn everything that she knew. And we were sitting in circle with Katie and your dad. And your dad he would zone, he would go. And Katie was always getting him involved. And I'll never forget it. She smacked him and said, Alan, weave for her. And he started light weaving. And I was like, oh, that's what that's called? And I had been using it. I had seen it was used on me, and I had been using it in my practice as well. So it's the awareness that, you know, I was thinking, all right, well, I'm moving my hands. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, but I know that it helps. And when I would use it to clear blockages of energetic blockages, I could see in my third eye what I was doing. So I knew it served a purpose, but I didn't know what it was called, and I didn't, you know, realize that there was so much more to it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Southern York County Schools is calling with an update. So, what?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, we will listen to that later. Okay, I think we've done all the formal. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and we probably won't get to them right now, but we'll come back and answer them when we're finished. You want to talk a little bit about your experience?
Yeah. Well, as Judy mentioned, my dad and Katiana taught many classes, sat in many circles, and my dad was, you know, a master light weaver. And now that he has birthed into spirit, is the ascended master of light weaving. Ascended master Sethius. So my first experience with light weaving was in a circle with my dad and Katie back in, I think, probably 2001-ish, which, you know, doesn't seem like that long ago, but it's really,
It is.
it's quite a while.
But it is.
So, you know, I was attuned to light weaving by my dad, which is very special to me, and have been light weaving ever since. You know, I use it on myself. I use it in sessions. I use it in distance sessions. I feel like before we started doing Anchors of Light, we were in kind of like a stuck place. Just, you know, work-wise, you know, stuff wasn't really flowing. And we started doing Anchors of Light, and I had been getting the message, the answers are in the weaving. So I said, all right, so Judy was like, we need to start light weaving. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess we do. So we did, and things started flowing again. So
For all of us.
For all of us. For all
three of us.
For all three of us.
Yeah.
So that was, the answers are in the weaving. They don't always look like you think they're going to look.
No.
It's best not to try to light weave with an intent for a specific answer, but to be open to the answers that do come and the information that you receive.
Right. Yeah, and not to say that you can't ask a certain question.
Right.
But, you know, what I feel is, you know, if we laser focus our intention, then we don't allow for other wonderful things to happen too.
Right.
So this is just my belief. I believe, you know, when we work for the highest and greatest good, then it leaves it wide open for the powers that be to do what it is they need to do. So that's my belief. But Anchors of Light came to be because Jen and I were doing morning light weavings at a retreat in Sedona with Katie Anna, and it was the second year we had done it, and it was just such a wonderful way to start the day.
Yeah.
You know, we started on different places at Mago, we went to different locations, and it was just great. So when we got back, I was like, hey, we need to keep this going.
Right. We missed that connection.
We missed that. We need to keep this going, and if we can share that with the people out there, then that's just an added bonus.
Yeah.
So we are honored to be here today to share this with you. And is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. Do you have any more of you've already really talked about your experience with light weaving.
Yeah, I really, you know, I use it to clear energetic blockages. I use it to restructure the energy fields. And one of my favorite things is I close my session with what we call fluffing the aura, where you just go around and you light weave, and I imagine myself almost fluffing comforters and then dropping them down around the client so that I can seal in all that nice, beautiful, fresh, unconditional love energy with them, so they are able to walk out in this big bubble of light and keep that going. But yeah, that's what I use it for. You can use it to clear the energy of items. You know, it's just, there's so many different uses. Oh, and I know what I wanted to share is, you know, when you watch the hands, some people can see the light. Some people can actually see the light coming from your hands. I'll be honest, I'm not one that can see the lights. I have not been able to do that yet. I had my first client, and it was probably a month ago now. No, we've been quarantined for how long? Probably 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, where I was working on her, and I started light weaving, and she said, "Are you drawing geometric shapes?" And I was like, "What?" And she said, "Yeah, I can see that you're drawing shape. What are you doing?" And I was like, "The angels are working." So I had my first client that could actually see not only light, but also see the shapes, and it was super cool.
Yeah, I can sometimes, and not always, but I can sometimes, when other people are weaving for me, I can hear the language.
The language. See, now, when I weave for my clients, I'll get more information.
Right.
It's like it opens me up and I get more information, but it's in a language I can understand.
Right. Typically when I'm weaving for someone else, I get messages, but sometimes when people are weaving for me, I hear I mean, they might be getting the messages in a language that they can understand, but I'm also getting them in a language that I don't always understand.
Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know that you've ever shared that before.
Yeah. It doesn't
Somebody
have
else sitting here like, what? Wait, how could you not share that? That's amazing.
It doesn't happen often, but it has happened.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Shall we weave?
Shall we weave?
Yes.
We shall weave. We are going to weave now, so we need to move chairs and readjust some things. But we're going to use a song that we do not have the rights to. I don't even know if that works, but we're going to do it. Right?
We don't have the right. We don't
We don't
have
have the rights to this song.
Please allow us to play.
You want to turn my speaker on? Okay. Now, when we weave, if you feel moved to join in, please do. If not, watch our hands or close your eyes and just receive the energy.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our mind. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake.
Angelic Light Weaving. So if you liked what you saw, join the Anchors of Light Facebook group, and we have, I don't know how many recorded
Yeah.
sessions,
A number of videos.
a number of videos there. And thank you so much for joining us today. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay home.
Stay home.
We love you.
Thank you.